Hello, I'm Joe McCarthy, Senior Technical Marketing Engineer for SteelCentral. This video will cover the new features found in the UCA module of AppResponse 11.2.0. This is a list of the major enhancements within this release of AppResponse. This video will focus on the UCA module as the most visible addition to this release. These are the key features within the UCA module. Most important and easy to forget is you must have a UC analysis license in order to enable this feature. Once you've received the UCA license, navigate to Administration. Under Analyses, go to UC Analysis. Here you'll see the Enable Disable tab. Simply enable this and input the license key and you'll be ready to go. You also have two options to choose from. Infer a call from RTP. This tells AppResponse, even if I don't see signaling portion of the call, I want to capture the RTP stream information. So the data may not be as detailed as with the stream information, but you'll at least at a minimum have the RTP information. The second option allows you to see encrypted traffic by entering the correct SSL key. And to do that, we'll navigate to Administration, System Settings, and Traffic Decryption. Here you can add in the encryption keys to decrypt the traffic. The next tab over is for signaling. This view as it stands right here is strictly informational. If you need to edit this or add to it, simply go to Administration, under Analyses, Module Traffic Filters. Here you can edit existing filters or protocols, either PA protocols, UCA signaling, or page analysis. So to edit this, simply go to the edge of one of the rows and hit the Edit button. From here you can click on Add, and you can add either TCP or UDP ports, add in the specific port information, and server IPs if needed. The final tab is for call quality. This shows the default MOS score, which is 3.1, 3.6, and 4 for excellent. Now you can change this if you'd like, so simply click on the Edit button and you can edit the default settings to make them what you want for your environment. You can also add in new codecs and add in MOS scores for those. So simply click Add, and then from the drop-down menu, select any number of codecs that are available. So I'll just select one, and here you can add in the numbers you would like, and then click Save, and now you've added in a specific codec with its own MOS scores. For the UI changes in the UCA module, we've added 3 new insights specific to unified communications. To view those, click on Insights. Under Actions, click on Launch and Manage. Next, click on Tags, and then scroll down to UC. I'll select that, hit Apply. These are the 3 specific UC insights built into this product. I'll select Summary All UC Traffic so we can see all UC traffic. In this view, the top row shows all VoIP and video information. So Summary shows channel information and bandwidth usage. Then it shows just VoIP information, and then finally just video information. And you can see on this demo rig, we do not have any video information. I want to bring your attention to this middle widget called VoIP Call Quality. This is really very powerful. You can see the 4 different metrics: poor, fair, good, and excellent. And very easily just simply click on one of them. I'll click poor. And the green highlights, so I can put my cursor over that, and I can see that 96.34% of the time these calls were poor. Go to fair, highlights the fair metric, and 25%, right on down to good quality, is just 64%, and excellent shows 16%. So it's a very useful widget showing you how the call quality for your VoIP calls is going. The next widget over shows the same call quality metrics for VoIP and video, but by host groups. And this time it breaks out by how long was time spent within these metrics. So for excellent, if I hover over the excellent, we can see that 46,000 seconds were spent in the excellent side of the house for this specific host group. And right on down the line to King's Landing, you can see where poor quality, you had 1,567, So it's a very good way to see how your host groups are reacting in the call quality for VoIP. Keep in mind, from any one of these widgets, you can right mouse button and go into the individual calls or individual channels and launch into the user group from any one of these icons. Now go back to the UC Insights and let's look at summary VoIP video calls. Here we utilize TruePlot and we're aggregating VoIP and video calls in one screen. Within this view, you can look at VoIP or video calls within the TruePlot. And again, you can select any time range you'd like if you want to get specifics down to it. For an example, we're going to use a guy named Brett, and he said he's been having bad call quality and you want to zero in on his specific phone calls. To do that, I've added in caller name and receiver name so it can specifically go into his name. So under inputs, under calling party name contains, I'll just type his name, Brent, and hit launch. Now we're seeing specifically Brent Dudek's phone calls, and we can see the actual number he was calling. And if we select one of these, we'll get information down below. We'll look at the channels and the MOS scores for that specific call. Here we can see the DSCP markings, the jitter, any lost packets, call quality for video and for the call itself. When you select on that, you can see the MOS score. You can see it's been pretty stable throughout the call, so I'm not sure what Brett was complaining about, but that's how you can investigate specifically one call. Now let's move to Navigator. And under Navigator, you'll see all 4 modules available today: ASA, WTA, Database Module, and now UC Analysis. And remember, you need that UC key for this to become active. So under UC Analysis, I'll select More. Now in the Navigator panel, and under UC Analysis, we have all UC traffic, call user groups, and media types, and along with advanced. So I'll select all UC traffic. I'll open this up. And here we're looking at UC apps, which today is strictly VoIP because we don't have any video going on, and also the codecs. And these are all the codecs we see within our environment, and this is done automatically. This is discovered by itself. There's no configuration needed to go out and find the different codecs. Next selection down is call user groups. Here we show all the different user groups that have been defined within your environment. When you open one up, like I'll open up Castle Black Phones, it shows all the different codecs, UC apps, which again will be voice, and it also shows internal and external calls. So it breaks that out automatically for you, which is a nice feature. And again, we're showing all the different metrics: inbound time quality, outbound quality, and you can add in as many as you'd like. And remember, you can, like with any AppResponse 11 feature, you can add this into an insight or a favorite just by clicking that star. And for media types, this focuses in on the codecs and different user groups within your environment. Remember, you can customize this workspace down below, as I've shown in other videos. So you can make this workspace customize exactly for what you need and what type of views you like within the UCA module. And last, we have the Advanced tab. Here you can look at individual calls or individual channels. When I select individual calls, all the calls show up to and from. And what's powerful about this is you can right mouse, and from here you can either download packets or you can launch right into Packet Analyzer Plus to get that ladder diagram that is very important within the UCA module. Another powerful feature is the ability to create policies. So under Administration, Definitions, select Policies. Here I've created a policy titled VoIP 10% Bad. So let's take a look at this. I'll go into the Edit, and again, here's the name VoIP 10% Bad. What it does is it alerts me when more than 10% of all calls in any host group are bad, considered bad. I've selected all the different host groups, and then I added in the actual metric, poor call quality. So from here you can select all the different metrics you want, and then type in the different numbers: 10% for minor, 15% for major, and 20% for critical. And then you can even add in notifications. So if I wanted to get an email, I could have this email me. This also goes to the alert insight, so you'll get that information when any of these thresholds are violated. So to summarize, in the 11.2.0 release of AppResponse, you get the following: those key AppResponse 9 features you've been waiting for. Make sure you get the UC license prior to installation so you can enable the UCA module. If you want to decode encrypted signaling, make sure you have those keys on hand. For more information about SteelCentral AppResponse 11, please visit the link provided. Thanks for listening.